manifestation. You've met a bunch of the folks here in real life because they don't have the evidence themselves that what they're teaching actually works. Now you're looking around here, and I know all of you are just blown away because there's opulence here. I mean, the Alps all around us, the glorious area that we're in, the luxury accommodations, and this is not available to the public. So, and that this is something that the public never really sees. Cameras don't come in here. You're not going to see this location and these facilities on Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous because we don't give access. It's almost too opulent. Now, when you think about that, what you're looking at is the real physical manifestation of various people's hopes, dreams, desires that have really happened in real life, and you're seeing it with your own eyes and touching it with your own hands. So it's easier for you to have that level of belief that this stuff really works because you're seeing the manifestation. You've met a bunch of the folks here that have come. So the question is, who do you listen to? And why should you listen to me? And why should you believe what I'm going to be sharing with you today and tomorrow? For those of you listening on the CDs, is this information going to be different and unique than what you've maybe learned or experienced before? And does it really work? And should you listen? Well, I would suggest, unfortunately, those listening on the CDs aren't here. They can't see it, but this really does work. It works amazingly well. And it works for everyone who applies it. And it is easy to apply. It's easy to learn, and it's easy to apply. Will you apply it? I do not know. That's going to be your choice. We will talk about why you may not apply it and how to correct that problem. Because a lot of people that go to seminars, a lot of people that listen to CDs on how to achieve success or riches, how to make money, or how to be happy, how to have more confidence, how to make their dreams come true in real life, how to get whatever they want, how to make whatever they want happen in real life. Any type of book that you read about this, many people have blocks and stoppages that allow them to only go to a certain level and then stop, and they don't go any further. So we'll talk about how to overcome that and why that occurs. But who do you listen to? When you talk about money tomorrow, the question is, who do you listen to when you want to learn how to make money? If you look at every course, read every book on how to get rich, 99% of the books written on how to get rich and the courses taught on how to get rich, and the seminars and lectures and workshops taught, and the CD home study courses that you can buy on how to get rich, 99.9% of them are produced by people who've never made any real money. Now that's really important, because if what they were teaching works so well, why ain't they super rich? Now today we're not talking about money. Tomorrow we'll be talking about money. But again, who do you listen to? Now, some people say, well, there's books written by Donald Trump. He's a multi-billionaire. There are books written by Warren Buffett. He's one of the richest men in the world. Well, that's true. So they actually have achieved super wealth. So then the question is this, and this is a very important question that most people never discuss or talk about. If somebody is super wealthy and they actually write a book on how to get rich, did you know that they themselves did not write that book? Now, this is really important. Warren Buffett never wrote a book. Donald Trump never wrote a book. Now, I respect both of those guys incredibly well, but they've never written a book. What they do is they sit down with a ghostwriter. The ghostwriter asks them a bunch of questions, interviews them a little bit, and the ghostwriter writes the book. That's the first problem. So you're not getting the true information. As a matter of fact, Donald Trump never read any book that he wrote. He didn't write it, and he didn't even read it. He didn't even know what's in it. Same thing with Warren Buffett, same thing with Bill Gates. They don't write their books, they don't read their books, they don't even know what's in their books. So you're not really getting their information. The other thing that's really important for you to understand, and I'll just touch on it now, you'll see more about this today and tomorrow, is that the super wealthy, and you're going to have a hard time believing this, but it's true. The super wealthy, with a rare exception, and Andrew Carnegie, by the way, was one of the rare exceptions. Andrew Carnegie started U.S. Steel. At the turn of the century, he was the richest man on planet Earth. He was an exception to this rule. And there were several others that were exceptions as well. But generally, the super wealthy, absolutely, categorically, do not want anyone else to know their secrets of success. They do not want competition. As a matter of fact, the super wealthy, overwhelmingly, categorically, throughout history, have always believed that wealth is genetic, that you have to have a certain genetic makeup, a certain DNA structure, a certain DNA vibration in order to be wealthy. And if you don't fall into that category, you're not entitled to wealth. You're not entitled to know the secrets. And even if you did, they believe, you wouldn't be able to apply it anyway because your genetics aren't programmed for success. Now, some of you may have a hard time believing that, but that throughout history has been true. As a matter of fact, Donald Trump even said it. When you ask him, what is the key to success? And he goes, genetics. He actually said, genetics. You're born with it. He actually said it. Henry Ford said it. Go back and look at the movie Titanic. At the turn of the century, you had the first class cabin, and then you had the second class and third class people. And they never dined together. They never socialized together. And listen to some of those conversations. If you read books back in the 1800s, 1700s, or even the turn of the century, and you listen to wealthy people like Henry Ford, they always believed that privilege, wealth, was specifically designed and meant to be exclusive to the elite class of people. And that's why they never married outside of their class. The class meaning they had to be wealthy. So if you had a daughter, your daughter had to marry somebody who was from a wealthy family, who had the proper genetics. In England, we call it blue bloods. So throughout history, genetics was a major key. So the point I'm trying to make is the super wealthy around the world will never tell you this publicly, but they believe that the secrets of success, the knowledge that they have, should be kept exclusively within their groups. And that's why secret societies were put together. There are many secret societies that aren't so secret. The Freemasons was one of the most prevalent throughout history. And you can go to virtually any city around the world, or specifically in America, and you see Masonic lodges. They're huge. Many of them today are turned into, in Chicago, for example, the beautiful Masonic lodge downtown, I think, is a Bloomingdale's now. So there were a massive, beautiful structures, Masonic lodges, where Masons would gather and share their secrets. And there were varying degrees in the Masons. Some of you are familiar with the phrase, you're giving the guy the third degree. Well, that comes from the Freemasons, because when you got to the third degree, you were had a series of questions asked you. You were drilled with questions. That's one of the procedures done at the third degree. The highest level in the Masons is 33 degree. Now, some of you met our friend who was a 33 degree Mason, and he's come forth to share his knowledge and give this information from the Masonic lodge that has never been before released. So the information you're getting today is obviously from the people that you've met and myself and so forth. So secret societies were put together where the elite class could meet with one another and share their secrets and keep those secrets first amongst their families, but secondly amongst their peers, people within their, quote, genetic pool. That's the history. Now, I'm not a racist, and I'm not saying any things about whether this is true or not true. I'm just giving you kind of a history lesson here. So who do you listen to? Well, you can't listen to people who write the books. You can't listen to people who teach the seminars, because 99% of them really don't know this information. They're making it up. They're believing that what they're saying is true, but they're teaching you theory. And those theories really don't work because in their life, they haven't proved that they have worked because they don't have the results to show. It's all theory. You can't listen to people who are writing books on how to get rich, because 99% of them, number one, aren't rich. Those that do have some money don't have hundreds of millions of dollars, so they're not super rich, and they're teaching you how to get rich. But when you ask them how did they make the money that they have, they may make $1 million a year, or $500,000 a year, or $300,000 a year, which a lot of you think is huge money. And I have to tell you, that's not huge money. But when you ask these people, how did they make their money? They will tell you that they made all their money teaching people how to make money. So all they're doing is they're salesmen. They're selling books and tapes and seminars. They've never really done anything in real life at all. There's a book my wife was reading that's in Russian. It's not translated into English. And this book is a series of books by this Russian author. And the last book is a book on money, on how to make money. It's only in Russian currently. My publishing company may be in the process of translating that into English. Because the last book about money, the author said, I wrote this book about money years ago, and I decided not to publish it until I became super wealthy. Because using this information, if it was true, then I would be able to make huge amounts of money. And then after I used my own information and the information I learned from others to make huge money, then I would publish the book, because then I wouldn't need the money from the royalties of the book. I would give them away, which is exactly what he did. He became super wealthy, and then he published the book, which makes a lot of sense. So who do you listen to? You can't listen to people who write books on how to make your desires come true, or produce home study courses on CD.
Good day, my fellow brothers and sisters, friends from all around the world, soul family, glad you're all here. My apologies for delayed gratification, but I was in the process to send some extra blessings to all of you today. So you're going to have even more deeper and profound experience with your wish, your command mentoring. This is my gift, my heart to yours. Every Sunday at 10 a.m. You're welcome to join, to get ready for an amazing next week and recharge your batteries so you can be, do, and have whatever your heart desire. So glad you're all here. It's an honor. It's from my heart of hearts. I'm very grateful to bring this to all of you, because of you, we are co-creating and we are manifesting those gifts that come from my heart. But really, we are all in it. We are all creating. So I'm glad you're all here, and that's how we begin. Pardon me. Just to make it simple for all of you to respect our time and stay around the hour we are here together to co-create others' finance. Just put in the comments below in the Facebook Zoom or in the Zoom meeting itself. Just put in the comments below where you're from and just what is your intention for today. It goes really well. Get some more good water. I'm going to make it very short and sweet today. This is not about me getting a lot of people into gin. I care, but not that much, to be honest. You know, I'm in a good place. I'm happy where I am. I'm thankful and grateful I am. I'm thankful, grateful, appreciative, and so blessed for all the good things in my life. But in this month, there's no $4.95 join fee. You pay just $150 to get into gin. I know for a lot of people from all around the world, they don't have a credit card, or they're not able in this unit of time to donate $150 a month or invest in themselves to become the greatest version of yourself. Dus for those people and for all the members out there and all the people that love to become a member in the Global Information Network, I created a form. It's not endorsed by Gin, it's just a gift from my heart to yours. I'm not getting any members out of it. For people that are, say, I have the money, I'm able to invest $150 a month, those people will get in this Google form, and then I will assign 3 members that are also willing to pay to you. Then every week I will pick 1 affiliate that also get 3 members and become a free member. Of course, when you get 3, you're getting for free. Because they are not connected to me in any form or shape. I just pass on the gift, right? Because it's not about the money. That was for me never the case. Maybe in the beginning when I started my gin journey, because I don't know what I don't know, right? Because level 1 to 4 is all about money and material and gold and silver and castles and Ferraris and black Mercedeses and fur and walk-in closets and all those things with 1,000 dresses. That is all level 1 to 4. But when you evolve and grow, you know, you will find out it's not about the money, it's who you become. Dus for all the people that love to become a gym member, you know, just fill in the form. Of course, when you get in and people are willing to invest a $5 a day in themselves and they are able to do so, then when other people that are in the group that say, hey, I also want to get in, then I will assign those people to that member in gin, so he becomes free, so the $150 will be waived. I only personally can guarantee to the end of the month, because I don't know if gin is going to extend to waive the $4.95 invitation fee, right? That's something that you need to consider, and this is just a gift from my heart to get as many people into gin, because it's not about the money, first of all, but most important of all, it's always been the most important thing, the collective consciousness. But in this moment of time, in this beautiful time that we are even more awakening than ever before, it's even more important, in my opinion, to get more people to plug in and changing their life. Because if I help enough other people to get what they want, I automatically get what I want or desire. This, it's really the 100 monkey principle on steroids, because how more people plug into a success system with like-minded brothers and sisters all around the world, it means we are here to support members, help other members first, and then we are pedaling each other to make our dreams come true and change the collective consciousness. So when you change, 6 other people will change with you, plus you becomes the lucky 7, and then we are changing the consciousness. Dus it's very simple. Just go to this form, you fill information, your time and date, and then I will reach out to you, and then I will every week I will announce, you know, to this period, probably at the end of the month, that who became a free member. That means every week at least many members, and then at least once a week I will pick 1 affiliate that was first in the list to getting the members, and then I will pay personally from to your heart. I pay the $150 to get you in, and then Gin will waive you because you have 3 members. Just keep in mind, they are not connected to me. I don't really care anymore in this moment of time. I care not that much. It's for me, it's just helping the greater good for humanity, and that's more important than anything else out there, because the seed of life is giving, and that's more important than anything that we can do at this moment of time. Of course, the thing that's happening at this moment of time, this global awakening. I call it the Corona siesta. We're all having a break, but it's really an amazing time to get back in, you know, and really plug yourself in audio books, webinars, trainings, hang out with like-minded brothers and sisters like we do today on this call. That's really very beautiful of all, to co-create, and really this is a legacy, a gift that we're passing on for generations to come. Of course, when you change, the world changes because you have changed within you. When you change in the world around you will change. So that's very important, and that's your legacy. So even you don't leave any wealth behind, or castles, or buildings, or material things, you are not a loser. You're not unsuccessful. Some people are very successful in leaving material things behind, and some of you are just amazing souls and beings that are leaving spiritual gifts behind that are maybe even bigger, better, bolder, and greater, you know, than you can ever imagine as to a gift to humanity. Just remember, success is not something that we look at, right? Oh, that man and woman is successful, but you don't know how they live. You never read their story, and maybe they're just full of BS, or just a flake, or not even the real deal, and they just a facade. You don't know, because we were all wearing masks on a regular basis. Just make it aware of you that if you compare yourself, I personally will never do it. I'm here to become a unique expression of myself. I'm not here to become a carbon copy of someone else, but I always can admire someone for the abilities or the message they have, and I always can listen to them. But that's the first step, and then from there you start leading yourself, become a leader, and then you become the owner of your life. That is the ultimate goal that you want to be. There's success is in a lot of areas you can become successful. If you are an amazing father and mother, you know, and you're raising a child with deep roots and wings to soar, you are successful. Even you're maybe in so-called in the standard, you're not living in prosperity, but who cares? Don't compare. So long as you're lucky and happy and feel content, enjoy, look for the good, look for the gold, and you feel content, holy, and complete, it's perfect. There are different ways to feel fulfilled. It's not just the stuff. And everything that you desire comes from formless stuff anyway. Of course, it comes from formless to form. Also, you know, I go very quickly to this one also. If you have an emergency or a family member that is in distress and needs some healing, then this program is created by Tom Palladino, and it's free. You can add 7 people to it. Just follow the instruction on the screen, and just submit those pictures. Will be a great benefit for your health and your family. And personally, myself, I will use this 30-day program for free when I have an emergency. But if you have family members that have a health challenge, get them on it, and you will get them in a better place. You know, again, you know, this is just an assistance, and it can really make you feel better every day in every way, because your health on the end of the day becomes your greatest wealth and happiness. So as you all know, every Wednesday at 12 p.m. I do a curse clearing. This is just in the hump of the week. We're clearing all the BS, kick it to the curb, and give it all back where it came from. But then we transmute it into love and light and clear it out. So you're all welcome to join. Another gift from my heart to yours, and enjoy the journey. It's a beautiful experience of clearing curses from us that no longer serves our highest good. Because if you listen to your wish or command, KT is hammering and repeating over and over again. Do EFT, do TFT, do BEST, do I Ching, quantum emotional freedom technique from Lee Beamer that I do on that day. Sedona technique is what KT is endorsing. Those things are very important, because how clean your system is, how clean your mind is, how more you can become the greatest version of you. So that's very important for you to really taking every day in every way, not just a physical shower, because you all look clean to me, but also take a mental shower, take a spiritual shower on a regular basis, because it's so important to keep your system clean. Because when you're clean, you remove all distortion and resistance and blockages, lifting the field more and more every day in every way, so you can see truly the truth and the reality, because you're not basing your cause and effect mechanism on past experience. You have cleaned and purified yourself to become the greatest version. Just really on a regular basis, really make that attention for yourself to take the clearing and clearing yourself. Of course, we all take great care of our hygiene these days. In my opinion, sometimes a little bit too much, and sometimes we're putting all the lovely chemicals on our body, you know. But I personally will not decide. I prefer everything organic in my body because my skin's the biggest organ and everything is getting absorbed into it. And we are already bombarded, in my opinion, on a regular basis with tons of chemicals that really lowering our vibrations. And for all the ladies that love lipstick, you know, lipstick in most cases contains lead, you know, and some scientists call lipstick the kiss of death because really your lead is not really what you put on your body, right? That's why they have replaced most lead water pipes into copper. And copper is a much better option because copper is also a great antibacterial and antivirus compound that can kill by touching it. It kills bacteria and viruses. That's why in the old days we were more using copper than metal. Of course, the challenge with RVS or metal that doesn't rust, it has tin in it, and a lot of people have tin allergies. There's a lot of things we don't know, but it's always good to educate. The biggest challenge in society is arrogance, not knowing, right? And that is very important to take care of it every day in every way. So let me check 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. So I see you there on Wednesday, clearing the curses to the curve. So I do this every week. It's because there's new people joining. I welcome all the new people. I share this every week to everyone you know. Because the magic of Jinn is it's all about relationship. That is the biggest thing about Jinn, but also people helping people. And it's much easier if you have people that are not just with you, the people that are dead weight in general, but people are for you. And really, we are here to support each other, to make each other's dreams come true. Keep in mind, Jinn, me, or the mentor, or whoever you work with, cannot guarantee that your dreams come true, but they can at least be supporting you in your journey to make when you're hitting a block or a wall or resistance, or you're going focus on a lack or negative, we at least can get you over the hump so you can reach your goal at least faster. There's one technology, if you want to know more about it, just send an email to yourcommandmentoring@gmail.com. That can clear out all those things 24 hours, 7 days a week, very fast, very easily. For some of you, it will be a bumpy ride because you have an intense clearing, but it really clears up your path, your life path, so you're getting more clear vision to really follow your true passion, your true destiny, your true vision and mission in life. And I have seen people on the program, they get more clarity than a lifetime. They can do it all in 1 year with huge transformations. I highly endorse you to check it out. So let's go into the briefing. It's a very simple technique, but again, 5 minutes to learn, a lifetime to master. And it's very simple. You put your tip of your tongue against the upper front teeth. And when you breathe in, you make a hissing sound. As you breathe into the mouth, you close your mouth and you breathe out to the nose. And you breathe into the mouth and you breathe out to the nose. Just you may begin, and then your hands, you make little loops so you can lift the field and clear the troubled mind, so the clouds are removed so you can see the sunshine, moonlight, boogie. And those hands, you just put palm facing up and you just rest on your lap or on your knees and while breathing this. Go ahead, start breathing to the mouth. Breathing out to the nose. You may close your eyes because that will amplify the beauty of the experience. Just close your beautiful eyes. While breathing into the mouth. and breathing out to the nose. You do that deeply and slowly. How deeper and slower, how more profound the clearing in the mind. Of course, we all have monkey minds. Most of us are enslaved to the mind. Instead, we are the master of the mind. Say, no, 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 mind, we are in charge. But this is really a simple technique to clear the troubled mind and clear so you become, again, to be in charge and control of your inner thoughts and your world and your mind. Just breathe into the mouth, breathing out to the nose. Breathing into the mouth, breathing out to the nose. Breathing into the mouth, breathing out to the nose. Breathing into the mouth, breathing out to the nose. Breathing into the mouth, breathing out to the nose. Breathing into the mouth, breathing out to the nose. Just keep on going. And just want to welcome the people that are on the call when you're focused on breathing. Welcome Brandon from New York. We have Petra, welcome from Germany. We have Titus from New England. We have Maya from Richmond, Canada. We have beautiful Anticona from Kosovo. Loretta, another beautiful soul from Kosovo. Then we have Arida. I'll get better every way from lovely Kuwait. She's living her dream. Of course, that's for a lot of people that come from her region. They love the work abroad. And she was one of the ones that succeeded in that to make her dream true. We have Ra from Vancouver. We have from Slovenia, Ellen from Slovenia, welcome. Michelle from Germany, woo! And our beautiful Kosovo, Pristina. She's the lady with beautiful eyes and give you beautiful glasses. And then we have Belina from Kosovo. And then we have Wendy from San Francisco. And many more people from all around the world. Glad you're here, co-creating Others' Finest. So breathing into the mouth, breathing out to the nose. Breathing into the mouth, breathing out to the nose. Just finish your last cycle. And just relax your body, open your beautiful eyes when you're complete. And just say, thank you, bring me more. Thank you, bring me more. Thank you, bring me more. Welcome back. Let's put in the comments below, how do you feel right now by this simple exercise, breathing into the mouth, your tip of your tongue is touching your upper front teeth, making these sizzling sounds, and you're breathing out to the nose at your own pace, slowly and deeply. Short breath, short life, long breath, long breath. Just put in the comments below, how do you feel? I have a beautiful soul for journey from all the way from Morocco. Thank you. Anticona said, I'm more in the now. That's very, where you want to be because the present is where the magic happened. Relaxed, energized from Petra. Woohoo! And Eleanor says, amazing with wings. So I can spread my wings and fly. Brenton, clear my mind. My effervescence. Beautiful word. Michelle says, relax and focus. Loretta says, feeling relaxed. Arita, same, clear mind and still, refreshed and calm. And this is so important in this unit of time. At any moment when the shit hits the fan, or things happen, or you feel overwhelmed or stressed or anxiety or doubt or worry, cancel all that BS. Everything, every way we are getting better and better. But just by this simple exercise, you are taking your control. You're in charge of your life, and you're cleaning and relaxing your mind. Of course, the sun is always shining, my brothers and sisters. But when it's clouded in your mind, this breathing exercise is clearing the mind, so the clouds are removed, and you can see the beautiful, glorious sunshine. And remember that you are the light you are. Dus tijd says from today, forehead is pulsating. That means you are in the process of your awakening your third eye. Congratulations. Dus, so you're lifting the field. So if you feel some pressure here in your third eye, it's really a blessing, because it means you are opening and activating your third eye. And that's for a lot of people out there. Like, I love to activate my third eye. I love to activate my DNA. I want to be activated. But it only happens when the student is ready, right? When you are ready for the teachings. Just apply delayed gratification. Be thankful, be grateful, be appreciated that you're always at the right time in the right place. And remember, your timeline is way longer than you can imagine, of course. You're not just this physical body that lives from your day where born and die, but you're living in an energetic world. In the mind, you're living really, in my opinion, eternally. This is a simple exercise. I highly endorse you do it at least once in the morning when you wake up, or in the afternoon, or in the evening, or wherever you desire to remove the clouds, because the clouds are just passing by. Sometimes it's too cloudy. You can raise the little field by this exercise, and you can see blue skies, beautiful blue skies where the sun is shining. And remember that you are the light you are. You are the creator, you are the Michelangelo, you are the masterpiece in creation, and you're in charge of your life. And it's your choice to be at cause of your life or be at effect. I choose to be as much as I can, 90% of the time, to be at cause of everything in life, because you're taking 100% ironclad responsibility for everything in your life, right? It's so important, because everything that you experience outside of you is you. It's so important to take that responsibility every day and every way, that whatever happens, it's you. It's not the other one. And if you point your finger, 3 fingers points back at you, right? Just take responsibility. And if you cannot deal with certain people, just walk away for a moment, take a time out when you're both in a better vibrational state, to heart clear it out of your field. There's also, as you may have seen and heard, every day and every day is a special day. Every day and every day it's Christmas, right? Those things are great. But it's important to embrace every day the remembrance that your pure essence, even the good and the bad, at the essence, everything is pure love. And we're gonna really engage in this beautiful process today. So place your hands on your beautiful heart. You take a deep breath in while looking up to the crown of your head. Hold it. And breathing out, relax your eyes. Take another deep breath in while looking up to the crown of your head. Hold it. And just breathe out, relax your eyes. I just move my hands so I just show you where my eyes go. Take another deep breath in while looking up to the crown of your head. And breathe out, relax your eyes. Keep your beautiful eye closed, just focus on your breathing, and just repeat after me. I know who I am. I know what I am. I know who I serve. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And just breathe out gently. And breathe in. And breathe out gently. Repeat after me out loud. I am word through my body. I am word through my body. I am love through my body. I am love through my vibration. I'm love through my knowing myself as words. I am worthy and deserving of love now and forevermore. Breathe in, breathe out. Repeat after me out loud. I align with my highest vibration and allow myself to feel unconditional love at every level of my being. I love, I am love, I am loving, I am loved, I am lovable forever. I align with my highest vibration and allow myself to feel unconditional love at every level of my being. I love, I am love, I'm loving, I'm loved, I'm lovable forever. I align with my highest vibration and allow myself to feel unconditional love at every level of my being. I love, I am love, I am loving, I am loved, I am lovable forever. I align with my highest vibration and allow myself to feel unconditional love at every level of my being. I love, I am love, I am loving, I am loved, I am lovable forever. I align with my highest vibration and allow myself to feel unconditional love at every level of my being. I love, I am love, I'm loving, I'm loved, I'm lovable forever. Last 2 times. I align with my highest vibration and allow myself to feel unconditional love at every level of my being. I love, I am love, I am loving, I am loved, I'm lovable forever. I align with my highest vibration and allow myself to feel unconditional love at every level of my being. I love, I am love, I'm loving, I am loved, I'm lovable forever. Breathe in, breathe out. Repeat after me. So be it, so let it be done, and it is so. I am the light I am. Breathe in and breathe out. Open your beautiful eyes, come back to this beautiful world. Just look at the beautiful things in your room. Just feel gratitude and appreciation and thankful for all the things you have. And just feel that blessing that you are at your highest vibration, really sending your rocket of desires into the universe now because you're in that feel good vibrational state. Just put in the comments below, how do you feel, beautiful souls, right now? And just making a commitment to do this 7 times, this powerful affirmation, to really remind yourself to raise your vibration, because when you have a high vibration, no disease can stick on you. No negativity can get on you. You become like a Teflon, you become like a duck feather, and everything just slides off you very easily. And when you have high vibration, you can manifest and create so much easier and effortlessly than you can ever imagine. Because my heart feels very light and joyful, bring the joy. And it says, love, love, love. And you're going to say, wow, it's so powerful. I feel love. Thank you. And it's so important when you feel loved and loving and lovable, you feel that you are enough, that you are worthy and deserving, right? I feel tingly, says Maya. Michelle says loved. That says, I feel so loved. Ari said happy, loved. I'm smiling now, and I was laughing during the exercise. That's amazing. Because laughter is the best medicine, right? That says full of joy and peace. I felt worthy and feel the love. That says Ellen, glad. And I see people on Facebook Live are sharing their experience. And it's really important for yourself to raise the vibration every day in every way. Because it's so important that you feel worthy and deserving of all the love in the world, because that is the remembrance of who you really are. The essence, everything, even the things like you, it's not my preference, but it is still love, because you need fear to experience love and love to experience fear, because we live in a world of duality. But it's so, in my opinion, it's so important to raise your vibration every day in every way. And remember that at the essence, every sentient being or being is pure love. And also you have to remember yourself, because sometimes we have forgotten that we are pure love. And at the end of this webinar and your Wish Recommend Mentoring, I have another gift from KT, the love prayer. Some of you know it, for some of you will be the first time, but it will be a beautiful moment to send this feeling that you feel in your heart right now, send it to that loved one that's living or not living. The someone will come to you, to your mind. I'd love to share this quote of today with you. The heart is the place where we live our passions. It's fragile and easily broken, but a wonderful resilience. There's no point in trying to deceive the heart. It depends upon our honest for its survival. Thus, the heart is the place where we live our passions. Because the first organ that grows in every human being was the heart. It was not the brain. If you're on a date and you tell your boy or girlfriend, hey, I love your brain, say, you don't love me. Everybody points to the heart, right? Because that's the first memory, the heart. And then your heart's are beating, and the first sound or experience is to listen to your mom's heart beating. And it's fragile and easy broken. A lot of people experience broken heart in relationship because, in my opinion, a lot of people have a misunderstanding what love really is. Love cannot be owned or possessed. Love is an expression that flows through you. But in the West, in general in the world, against the West world, but in general in the world, you know, we think that love is something we buy or purchase, or it's about ownership. And in my opinion, love cannot be owned or possessed in any form or shape, because you already have, in my opinion, a wrong start of your friendship and relationship or the romance you have with a person. So it's very important also to heal your heart, because statistically, most people die at 11 o'clock on Monday of a heart attack because they do something they do not love to do. They just work for money and they do not something that they love to do. So a lot of people say, oh my God, the weekend is over. I need to get back to work to make a living. Instead of you creating your life and start following what you do and starting following your heart desires, your passion, right? And you have to start somewhere. Maybe in the beginning you have to do a job that's not your preference. And I don't call it a job, because in Hebrew, job means in prison. If you say job in Hebrew means prison, I prefer to say my profession. You maybe pick a profession that is temporary. It's not maybe your highest quality of vibration, but at least it takes care of your bills. And then you have more time to figure out and remember your big why. What you really want to bring to the world? What is your gift? What do you love to share to the world, right? But also heal your heart from relationships. And that's important to, again, when you have a broken heart of a relationship, do EFT, TFT, BEST, Mary Miller, Sedona technique, to clear that heart and clean the emotional heart wall. It's so important in this unit of time, in any time, to clear, because the thing is, if you do not take responsibility of your broken heart, because it's fragile, right? Just one little shock in the right moment, your heart just stops. But if you hit it at the wrong moment, it doesn't happen, right? Because it's not the moment where the heart is very fragile, a moment of time. But the heart beats for you unconditionally, 24 hours, 7 days a week, 100,000 times a day, right? But your heart also has 6% brain cells. Also, it's very important to clear the memory of your heart. Because if you don't do it and you go in a new relationship or new friendship, you just repeating the same patterns because you didn't take responsibility for it. So if you break up a relationship or you disconnect from a relationship or your relationship is very intensely broken up, then it's a great time, to say cancel, and then set focus what you really, really want out of your next relationship. We naturally wired when we're heartbroken to focus on what we do not want, right? There's a lot of people say, I never want to ever have that ever happen again in the next relationship or boyfriend or girlfriend. That's the same BS, because that's what you're placing. Because in negative relations, you can create really, really fast too. More about it later in the levels of Jin. But it's so more important, the 10-second miracle, when that happens, when you feel emotionally broken or heartbroken or sad or someone has done you wrong. That's the magical moment where you take responsibility, the 10-second miracle, and you say, this is a great thing, this is a blessing, great things come out of it. And then you command the universe what you really, really want to happen. And you will see then automatically the better relationships, the better friends, the love you life will come in life, because you're commanding the universe in that moment of time. Because when you're fragile and you're broken or you're sad or those things, that's really a blessing in the sky. You're in your lowest low. It's where you really are most teachable and coachable, in my opinion. And that's where you really can place the order, because you have a lot of particle movement. When you move particles, they come to fruition. You can see it in One-on-One Sorcery, in the movie by Disney. Just do YouTube and say One-on-One Sorcery, and you can see exactly how to manifest from formless to form. It's all in plain sight. There's no point of trying to deceive, because the heart is always seeking for the truth. And the truth will set you free. That's why the brain is in the skull, it's the part of society, it's always confused, doesn't know what's real or not real. And even what we see, what looks straight, is really flipped in the brain, right? This part is, for me, and for most people, it's a pirate, is hijacking your reality, because it doesn't know what's real or not true, doesn't know what's true or not true, and is always confused. Your eyes and ears will always deceive you. Right, and your feelings are in your heart, thoughts, feelings in your heart, and your pelvic area are your emotions, according to Adil Padayafa. You can learn more about that in the webinars within Jin that are profoundly. He shares beautiful techniques that make you more heart-centered. And in my opinion, when you are the universe and the universe is you, you can create and manifest much more, because this is always looking for problems and the how. But the magic is why why you want to heal your heart or your life or those things, and ask those questions. And depends on honest for its survival. The heart is always in survival mode, because that will save your life. You personally yourself, most of us, including me, I have moments in time, I'm honest, we are in survival mode. And you want to get out of survival mode and get into the thriving mode, where you grow and expand the most. Because when you're surviving, you're just juggling, and that will never give you full fulfillment in life, because you are trying to survive instead of thriving. Making a decision today that you are here to thrive and get rid of surviving, that's for emergencies. It's like the false evidence appearing real, the fear, the illusion of the mind. Of course, we're all surviving because life lives us instead of we living our lives, and we just work for money and we not do something that we love to do. Because when you do something that you really love, it doesn't feel like work anymore, right? So that's very important for you, every day and every way, to follow your heart desires. Just ask, to get out of your head and ask yourself, what does my heart want today? What is my heart wanting today? Or what is my heart desire for today? And I give you a little difference for people that know or don't know. Just place your hands on your beautiful face and just say, I want. Say it again, I want. And you probably notice this is an emptiness. There's no vibration after it, right? Now just say, I am. And just feel that difference. Personally, myself, I would never use the word want, because the image makers and society has conditioned on wanting always more and more stuff, and in general always focus on the lack of things, right? Just make that a decision to say more I am, or I have, or I love, or I desire is, in my opinion, much more powerful to create and manifest things into your life. And you can use I want later, but you have to have a deeper understanding. You have to illuminating the I wants, and that can happen when you clearing the lack, the negative programming that is connected with that experience. And then you're indeed, like Maya says, you become more the art of allowing, right? As the Hicks, you are more allowing because you're not focused about this off the race screen. You already know that everything that is off the race screen is already within you. And that's really, really powerful. Good. In the Heuristic Command series, it's critical to your success that you are teachable and coachable. In this moment of time, because a lot of your daily human pleasures and entertainment are stripped away from you, and you're just, some of you are even sent back to basics of life, of living, and some of you are not even allowed to leave your door. But who do you take orders from? I only take orders for myself. I just do what I love to do, and I just honor, respect, and keep the social spacing that is requested, for everyone. But in general, we all know, the truth are revealing slowly of this whole awakening experience, right? But you have more time freedom than ever. Some of you have a lot of time and then just sit on the couch and eating chips and getting drunk or getting high and just watching TV like some people do. In my opinion, it's not really the best thing that you can do in this moment of time. This is really the time where you are most teachable and coachable, and really plug yourself into audios, books, webinars, seminars, trainings, yoga, qigong, tai chi, because you need to integrate body, mind, and soul, right? That you are three-part being, the holy trinity of creation. Just really make the critical decision today that your success is in this moment, highs of high, to be teachable and coachable. At the same time, do not follow people. What that means, who do you listen to? Some of you follow people and they look very influenced and very wealthy. They have the most beautiful man or wife or boyfriend or girlfriend. They live in big houses and they're beautiful. They look so beautiful and everything looks so perfect from the outer world. But maybe it's not really what you see. Maybe he or she are just beating up each other and just are mean and angry, and then when they come out, it's like, they're just happy and smiling, but in the meantime, they're just not what they are, right? Just don't just assume that you make an answer of you and me that, oh, wow, I want to be like them. And then you live with them for a month and then you say, oh my God, this family has nothing to do what they share with the world, because people only share what they want to share to the world, right? And we all have masks on, personality or persage, right? Is all wearing a mask, and we all do it ourselves. We are different with mom, we're different with dad, we're different with our friends, we're different in school, co-workers. We always change ourselves to be liked and loved and appreciated. Because if you truly be yourself, a lot of friends will fall away because you are not the person I knew before, right? And you are the average of your 5 best friends that creates all your wealth, health, and happiness. Just me, and personally, my goal is to be my true authentic self, and then I care not as much as people love or say I don't love you. That's their free choice, right? It's very important. Follow, who do you follow? And if you follow someone, always read the autobiography or the biograph and see where they started, who and how their life was evolving, right? Because that's very important. You cannot see where they are right now. And some of them, successful people, are truly amazing people, but in general, most of them are not. You don't know what you don't know, right? Because you know about them, you don't know them because you don't live with them. And everything that we perceive to media, social media, and to books and everything is all second, third, fourth, fifth-hand information. And the difference between a successful person and a successful person is not. And successful person having known is first-hand information. And knowing about is an unsuccessful person. He knows second, third, fourth, fifth-hand information. And he's there as a parrot, and he just repeats the message. And then I share it was a purple sheep, and then 7 people later, it's a rainbow sheep, right? There's things change because we're adding our own stuff into that, right? Just really making discernment and ask yourself questions. Why do you follow that person? And ultimately, your goal is, I'm not going to follow anyone. I'm here to following me. I'm here ultimately to listen to myself, to have a console with myself, to lead me, to take charge of my life, to be the owner of your life, to take responsibility for everything in your life, to love yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, no one else will love you, right? It all starts with you. It's all about you. And everything you do, in my opinion, is selfish, because even you do something that's not selfish, it's still selfish. And there's a lot of teachings about that, right? Just follow you, become your own unique expression of you, and don't become a carbon copy of someone else. You're so original that there's no one like you. Why are you going to already take something that's already taken? That's you, right? You need to question things until you know what is true. KT and me and a lot of people in Jane, that mentor and give trainings in Jane say, you always have to use discernment. And I see that often when I post things on Careful Teachings or Stand by KT. Everyone assumes it's from KT. You not even question the source of information, right? Then KT reached out to me. A lot of people say, "Oh, this was endorsed by me." Yeah, I cannot do anything that people don't know the difference between discernment and just assuming. I cannot help that, right? But of course, we all are, and especially in this moment of time, we are so overwhelmed with information that we don't know what's true and not true anymore. That's why it's so important to go inward, because the inside of you will find the truth that will set you free, right? But always question things. Whatever you read, when I share something, when you hear an audio, when Tom Morter shares something, Ted Morter, Blaine, any other mentor, when Kevin Trudeau shares something, always question, don't assume, and don't just take everything and believe what is shared is true. We're here to discover your own truth. That means whatever you believe is true, I don't have to agree with it. I don't have to condemn and criticize and judge you that, oh, that's not true, that's BS. No, I just honor and appreciate your truth, because so long it helps you to grow and expand, is fantastic. I can facilitate you to get more clarity on your truth, and then you may find out, oh, I was always thinking it was true, and then you say, oh, it's not true, but then it's your idea. I was just a facilitator. You have 2 ears, 1 mouth, use them proportionally. Ask more questions than talk in statements. And as always, look at people's forehead. I'm important. Right? You always need to be in humility. It means you're humble, you're kind, you're receptible, you're open to receive. And the insight that you realize that you need to learn even more in life. In my opinion, you're here to not learn anything. Everything, for all the wise men and women and empires and kings and queens and all the wise men and women went all before, you are already within you. It's already in your DNA. They already did most of the work. In your DNA is your biggest library of all your ancestries, of all the wise men and women before you, already within you. But you're seeking and outside, so looking for acres of diamonds that are right within you. Just, you're here not to learn, you're here, in my opinion, to remember for who you really are. And that's why if you look at the word education, it means to draw out the best of you. It's not just to give you chunks of data and things what system and schools want you to learn. That's just stuff, right? That doesn't really help you in any form or shape, because it just puts your mind with junk that is not even proven to be true or not true, right? So that's very important for you to really use discernment, because we really have to unlearn what we have learned and really start remembering who we really are, and that you are in the journey of the remembering. That's why you're here. The becoming is the journey of remembering, and then later you will learn it's becoming nobody. It means you're an untethered soul that's floating in infinite void of of blue light where you just can come back and forth any form and shape in time and space to create and manifest your reality. So it's all about remembering for who you are. That's the only reason you came back to this world, the plane, the planet of ET, to come back to this life, you know, to having a remembrance, because you get born, you have anesthesia, you have completely forgotten who you are, and then you're in your life, you start slowly remembering who you are. That's why a lot of elder, when they get elder, they become wiser. We put them in old homes, but really those are the people where I can learn the most from. They maybe talk strange sometimes, or gibberish, or it's go out of reach, because they are connecting more and more with source, right? Because they are in the journey to go back to the origin, to the source they came from. Dus always discern, always use discrimination, but do that in a loving heart without judging, condemning, and criticizing, being an observer in appreciation, right? Because when you see love, whatever comes from you, you can learn and really remember that there's something inside of you that needs to be cleared, to EFT, TFT, BAS, or down, whatever you use, to become more in the remembrance for who you really are. And you will see it also in the journey again, that question will be asked to really getting a clarity. You're not just your name, you're not a woman or a man or a job title or a wife or a husband or whatever. You're not of that. You're way, way bigger than that. You are an infinite possibility in expression, your energy, frequency, vibration. Do you have such humility? You have to ask yourself, you know, knowing your score on a regular basis, do you have such humility in your life, right? It's so important to ask that question. When you're meeting friends or gym brothers and sisters or family, and you're testing if you're teachable and coachable, and or if you are the fact in a course, ask yourself, do you have such humility in that moment of time? Do you have it? Ask yourself questions. Have a conversation with yourself out loud is so powerful. And these days, nobody really cares, because everybody thinks you're just having an earpiece in and you talk with a friend. In the early days, you're called schizophrenic, but now it's acceptable, right, in life. You can just have out-loud conversations. It's all important to make the decision. So have a great day, Titus. I love you. Have a great day. See you soon. Just make that decision, right? List the areas in your life in which you believe you have a great deal left to learn or to educate the best out of you, and to remember who you are. Make a list of it. Make an inventory of it. And humility means a quality of being humble, right? The most successful people are the most humble and kind people. Yeah? I never met a guy I didn't like, right? Always be humble. Kindness, it's very important. Giving, thank you. You're an asshole, thank you. You just giving a thanks, right? It's so important. Humility, modesty, sweetness, right? You should always look up the root word and the origin of the word, where it came from, so you have a deep understanding, especially if your English is not your native language. For me, my native language is Dutch. For some of you speak Albanian or French, right? Those languages, they have different meanings, and some people of you speak German. What the challenge is, when you do not know the meaning of the word, that's why Katie says in a lot of audios, stop the damn tape and look up the freaking word in a dictionary, because if you do not know the word, then all the stuff afterwards is just blank, because your mind still, I don't know what the word means, but I know it all. I want to read the whole thing, but you're in the process of getting it, right? Just always check in with yourself. Do you have such humility in that moment of time? Ask that question, or ask your friends, right? And just make a list in your life in which you believe you have a great deal left to remember for who you are, right? Or to learn. Of course, earn, right, is learn, earn, and where we earn a living, right? It's already in the word learn, earn, and earn is where we keep the accessing of the debt, right? There's a lot of people are awakening that, and they're not truly alive and awakened, right? Because they just work for money. They're just picking cotton. And you say, I want to quit the picking cotton, and I'm here to I'll do something that I love to do and illuminate myself. This is very important. Just make a list, this weekend, today or tomorrow within 48 hours of an area in your life you have great deals still to improve. And you can make a list of your, normally say your strengths and weaknesses, but I say your strength and things to improve. There's a lot of mentors and a lot of teachers say, your strength and weaknesses, but I prefer to say my strength and things to improve. Of course, then it's more an opportunity and challenge to become the greatest version of you. Then you say, oh, your weaknesses. You already start focusing on all your weaknesses. That is the humanness, right? The human part is all looking for the problems and issues and the how. And if you look at the human being, right, it's more the being is where the magic happens. And the being is all loving, all light, and all knowing, right? So that's very important for you to know. So we're going to do some Lee Beamer tapping. Very simple. Your right hand, your right middle finger is tapping on the center between the eyebrow, and then the other fingers on the side are tapping on the inner eyebrow. And you just tap with me. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And repeat after me. I accept the wisdom that I seek, and I'm open to receive the lessons I've yet to learn. I approach all things with humility. I accept the wisdom that I seek, and I'm open to receive the lessons I've yet to learn. I approach all things with humility. I accept the wisdom that I seek, and I am open to receive the lessons I've yet to learn. I approach all things with humility. I accept the wisdom that I seek, and I am open to receive the lessons I've yet to learn. I approach all things with humility. I accept the wisdom that I seek. I am open to receive the lessons I've yet to learn, and I approach all things with humility. I accept the wisdom that I seek, and I am open to receive the lessons I've yet to learn. I approach all things with humility. Stop tapping, put your hands on your lap, close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out gently. Breathe in. Breathe out gently. Breathe in. Breathe out gently. Just place your hands on your heart for a moment. And just feel in your heart, I accept the wisdom so I become the wiser man or woman that I seek to be. And I am, and you are, open to receive the lesson, the wisdom in your greater remembrance. And you approach all things with humility in your loving heart. Repeat after me. So be it. So let it be done. And it is so. Breathe in. And breathe out. Just put in the comments below. What is your aha moment? What was your insight? What did you get out of it? What did you like the most? How do you feel? Dus what is your aha moment? What did you get out of it? What did you like the most? How do you feel? What came to mind? Just express yourself in the comments below. I love to hear from you. And for Titus, he's a man of taking responsibility. He's letting us know that he has to move on. And that is already removing a stop program out of his field. So just put in the comments below, what did you get out? Or what did you like the most? How do you feel? On social media, on Facebook Live, on the Zoom call, just share your experience. Brandon says, be more open. It means you're more teachable, more coachable. Wendy, humility. With a big loving heart. You also can express yourself in emojis if you want to do that. I see people on Facebook Live giving hearts of hearts. Mai says, there was a feeling of wisdom, of knownness in my heart. Beautiful. Thank you, Maya. I appreciate that. Yes, the last one gave me the feeling of responsibility. That's so important because there's no one to blame. Only ourselves. Everything goes back to us. Arita says, humility with stars. Because she's a beautiful star seed. Alan says, I feel the tapping, very calm afterwards, faithful, loving, more willing to accept change. That's the great thing. That's willingness to accept change, a willingness to learn, right? Willingness to remember for who you are. And what's your willingness to give up things that are no longer serve you? Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. Peter says, I feel peaceful. Myself, I feel very grounded and very centered in this moment of time. That's my acknowledgement that I am in my center of my universe. I'm back to center, to my origin, where I came from. Yumiera says humility. Michelle says, I feel sure. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for your feedback. I appreciate that. So, thank you. Back to me, back to you. Back to me, back to love. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Next question that you need to ask or desire or is a malpreference. You make the rules, so you always win. List those areas in life that you believe you have mastered. But still be humble, have humility, and have kindness. Of course, we in Jin, we have Mastering the Success Mastery course where we come together on a monthly basis, where we are sitting in groups, going to all the 627 questions that you get as a member in Jin. They're confident, they're confidential. But you will see them, some of them fly by in the training, because I'm able to share this, because this is from the guidebook that is for every affiliate that is looking into becoming a part of the family. But list in your life areas that you believe you still have a lot to master, right? Be humble, have humility, be kind, and see it again, things that you are here to improve. You're here in the remember who you are. You don't know what you don't know. How will you know, right? And a lot of things, 9% of the things that we have learned are not really for your highest good, in my opinion. And 10% of your thoughts are really you, and 9% are other people's thoughts that you have put together as a beautiful puzzle piece that is you. But is that really you? Who are you, right? The big question. And who are you, or who am I, is really the AM set for awareness manifested. Just the AM is the awareness manifested, and the I is the oneness, the wholeness to complete, because the I is equal to the Roman 1, right? Just who am I? Oh, I'm whole, holy, and complete. You're having awareness of manifestation of my awareness manifested. I'm whole, holy, and complete. That means you don't need someone else or a thing to feel holy and complete. If you need a thing or person to be holy and complete, you will never truly feel content, whole, and complete, because you're always looking to fill up the void, the emptiness in a thing or being, right? And you're really giving your power away, and that is really disempowering in my belief. There's list things this week in the areas of life that you believe you have to master. Make a list, white paper, blue pen, write it down, and then ask yourself why you want to master those things. And you will ask that question, you get the answer, you do it out loud, and on the answer out loud, you ask a question, and then till you feel the feeling. You will notice some of the things on your list you have a strong feeling, and some you have no feeling or no insight at all. Those are not the ones you're going to focus on. The ones that give you the strongest feeling, the aha, the threshold, the cheer in the eye. Then you found your deep well of why, and that's the one you want to focus on for that week. Personally, what I do when I make a list, every day I pick one of the lists, and then I just go in doing 5 to 10 minutes asking why questions, giving the answer out loud, and then asking a why question on the answer, and I go in a deep well of why. And then if I feel it, great. If I don't feel it, I just let it go. Then I go to the next one, and then I pick the one that gives me the strongest feeling, because the feelings is the thing that is creating and putting the law of attraction action, because you create the feeling, and the feeling is attracting the law of attraction, whatever you have in your heart desire. If you look at the training of Napoleon Hill, whatever the mind of man can conceive and bring it to belief, it can achieve from the heart. I just visualize you. You have a thought, then you have a clear vision in your mind's eye. Thought, vision, imagination, and then you connect with the feeling. Thoughts, picture, imagination, feeling. You connect the 3-part being, put it in your heart. And then you achieve. Very powerful. Just make a list. You can do it tonight, even better, or within 48 hours. If you do not do it in 48 hours, you really break your commitment. You get more programs that stop you and hold you back, and more resistance and blockage in your system, and really is doing more harm than good. If you say, I have no interest in the exercise, that's perfectly fine, but then say, I take responsibility, this is not for me, I don't need to do this in this moment of time, I have something that is way better for me to do in this moment that gives me the biggest joy. And just follow your bliss. It's just an endorsement, you choose, and you make the rules, so you always win. You don't know what you don't know. Repeat after me. I don't know what I don't know. Because I don't know what I don't know. How will you know? Right? Be humble, be kind, be teachable, be coachable. Always discern. Always use discrimination in a loving way. But don't express it and put it on someone. Just go within. Right? Because it's for you important to get clarity on what is really serving you, and not just assuming that whatever you bombarded with 24/7 around you is really for your highest, because you don't know. You have to ask the question. And if you don't know the answer, even me, I say, I don't know what I don't know. I don't know at this moment. But you can ask me questions. And for me, this is a very powerful statement. Of course, I'm blessed that my mind is still 99% of the time. It's just nothing in stillness. I'm glad I cleared and released the monkey mind out of my world. And my beingness and my system is so clean because I've been doing most of the effort. That's also what Katie talks about, clearing the mind in your wish, you command. When your system is clean, your connection with source becomes pure because all the filters, the programs, the apostles, the beliefs, the habits that are in your mind are really reset and cleared, all the ones that no longer serve you as good, and then you're really having your true authentic filters, programs, habits, and beliefs falling in place, and then your access to source becomes much more pure, right? Source, your mind is the tool that translates source and filters and your firewall, and then it comes to your brain, the most powerful transmitter and receiver in the world, and then the brain is transforming those frequency, vibration, energy into feeling, seeing, your 5 senses and your body experiences, right? But really, your eyes are not just receivers, also projectors. Of course, without projecting, you cannot see where you are, right? It's a both-way journey. Dus what does this statement mean to you, and how does it relate to you? Just ask this question for the coming 7 days to next week. I don't know what I don't know. Just frankly blank and open to yourself. And just think that you're just a little newborn baby in this world and you have no idea how to move your body or how to go to the bathroom or brush your teeth. You're completely a newborn baby. You're inner child, and just frankly say, I don't know what I don't know. And if people ask you about things that you already know the answer, just say, be honest, I don't know what I don't know. I'm here to remember who I am. And then let the person just ask you. That was the first time you ever hear this question. And then discern, have discrimination in it in a loving way. It's not to use discrimination towards harming people, right? It's okay to discern and use discrimination, right? Very important. And make this a question at 11:22 to yourself. If you don't know what you don't know and what this statement means to you, how is it relating in your life? Ask this question. Because this helps you to be more humble, more kind, and when you become more kindness, more humble and humility, you become the most successful person in the world. You will learn more about it when you go to the levels in Jin about that concept, because it really boils down knowing about and knowingness, and that's the difference between successful people and unsuccessful people. We, in general, or guiding systems or gut feeling based on past, or ultimately you feel in your heart, the present is so overwhelmed that it doesn't know anymore what is true or not true. And that's why it's so important in any moment of life, but especially now, to learn to discern, question the status quo, and don't assume whatever is presented is true. They only share what they want you to know about the topic, or issue, or challenge, or about themselves. If they really share who they really are, you say, switch the channel right now, because I don't agree with that, and walk away. You will see it very quickly. So as promised, now I'm going to keep this webinar short and sweet, but deeply and profoundly. We're going to do the love prayer by KT. This is my gift from Careful to Do. He shared it in one of the weekend calls. And this will be very beautiful to experience the experience. And it was shared at a dream weekend in Nashville, where we all came together with thousands of people, where all this love prayer, holding hands together, and it was the most beautiful, profound experience. And I was so thankful, grateful to having that experience, and I couldn't share this gift with you. So you can just close your beautiful eyes, place your hands on your heart, and just visualize that you are holding hands together with humanity. Let's take a deep breath in, blow it out. Repeat after me. I'm worth through my vibration. I'm worth through my body. I am love through my body. I am love through my vibration. I'm love through my knowing of myself as worth. I am worthy and deserving of love. Breathe in, breathe out gently. In the next chunk shared by KT, he used the word God. If God doesn't resonate with you, it's perfect. You can use universe, creator. You make the rules, so you win. Repeat after me. I am the pure expression of God's love. Just as God is love, so am I. I am pure love. I am the pure, perfect expression of God's love. Just as God is love, So am I. I am pure love. I am the full, pure, perfect expression of God's love. Just as God is love, so am I. I am pure love. Breathe in, breathe out gently. Breathe in, breathe out gently. Breathe in, breathe out gently. Now just listen to my words and let your breath guide you in a deep state of relaxation. Just follow the rhythm of your heart and just listen to my words. Now I want you to think of a person you deeply love. Or for some of you, a pet or a dog, a person that is alive or not alive, someone you deeply love. Person or animal is fine. I want you to imagine in your mind's eye that you put your arm around that person and give them a big, loving hug. I want you to pour out to the person love and tell the person in your mind's eye that you love them. I want you to imagine that they're telling you how much they love you. And I want you to experience this feeling of giving and receiving love. I want you to imagine in your mind's eye that you put your arm around that person and give a big, loving hug. I want you to pour out to that person love and tell that person in your mind's eye that you love them. I want you to imagine that they are telling you how much they love you. And I want you to experience this feeling of giving and receiving love. Repeat after me out loud. I feel love. I feel God. Thank you. Just listen. You have now connected to God, the universal field, source, the collective consciousness. You are both giving and receiving love right this moment. A portal has opened. A portal has opened, and you are deeply connected. A wormhole got created. In your place of perfect peace right now, at this moment, you want nothing, you desire nothing, you have no needs. Everything in this moment is perfect. You are the full, pure, perfect expression of God's love. Just as God is love, so are you. You are pure love. You're pouring out love, and love is pouring into you. You are connected to God. You are connected to Source. You feel love, and it's pouring out, and it's getting bigger and bigger, growing, expanding, pouring into you. You are perfect. You are perfect. You have no needs, no wants, no desires. Everything in this moment is perfect. I want you to feel that love inside of you. This is who you are. Just pour out of you in all directions. Just pour out. And I want you to touch every single person on this planet to feel your love. Every plant to feel your love. Every animal to feel your love. Your love permeates the globe and the universe, and every molecule is vibrating because being touched by your love. And the universe says to you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You're pouring out love. You are deeply connected. Breathe in, breathe out gently. Breathe in. Breathe out gently. Breathe in. Breathe out gently. Repeat after me out loud. I accept what is. I embrace what is. I let it all go and release it now. I surrender it all to God now and forevermore. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So be it, so let it be done, and it is so. Breathe in and breathe out. Slowly open your beautiful eyes, come back to this beautiful world. Just put in the comments below in your own time and place how you feel. Thank you for sending love to all humanity, to all the animals, all the plants. Every vibration is being touched by your love, and love will heal all. So welcome back. Some of you had a beautiful journey. Ra says ultimate love. Myself totally felt like I was saying those words with me. Totally felt like I was saying those words with all of you. Thank you. Thank you, Maya. Michelle says, thank you for so much love. Berlina says, thank you. Ellen says, I'm amazing. I feel so blessed. Brandon says, blessed. Thank you, Orion. Thank you, Brandon. Pedro says, thank you so much for this beautiful exercise. I was having tears rolling down my cheek. Thank you. Love the infinite in, when he says, love infinite trust into the infinite space of creation. That's my favorite saying too. I feel the pure presence of God's love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Antigona. Ra says, love you. You are perfect, just like you. I am perfect, just like you. Felt love, felt full of love for me and absolute love. Thank you, Eleonora. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Loretta says, thank you, Johan. You have given me so much love and light. You are amazing, just like you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, amazing soul, says Eleanor. Thank you all, and thank you for all people on Facebook Live. Glad you're all here in this beautiful moment of love creation. Do this love prayer today and tomorrow. I hear there's some amazing shifts happening in energy, and really apply that experience and really, like Ra says, speechless, feeling love. Thank you for everyone. So glad you're all here, my loved ones. I say, to all of you, and Susan-tastic and Journey says, thank you all for this amazing connection. Of course, we are all connected. And if you feel ever alone, my sweet ones, alone means all one. It's just the word. The magic is in the word. Namaste. I said to you all, namaste. The divine light within me is on the divine light within you. And looking forward to see you next week on the curse clearing on Wednesday at noon Pacific time. Bring more joy in the world, and if you love to see the change in the world, it starts with you. You are the change. And remember, you, beautiful soul, are beautiful. I'm gonna unmute you all and just share your high vibrations to the world right now. Go ahead, share your energy and vibrations.
Thank you.
Thank you all for being
Splendid.
here.
Thank you so much.
Wherever
you are, amazing people. Splendid love to everyone. Wherever you are, amazing people.
Thank you, amazing Eleonora.
Thank you all so much.
Love to you all.
Love, love, love. Da, da, da.
Thank you, Johan. Thank you. You are awesome.
Thank you all for co-creating. Thank you for all your love and your light. And thank you for co-creating. I love you all.
Thank you, hugs to you all.
Love you. Thank you.
So give a loving shout out to the world. Woo! You have a good day. Have an amazing Sunday. And may you never be the same again. And just look at the...
Thank you. Thank you.
Have a great day.
Thank you, may you never be the same, Johan.
Ciao, salute.
Father, we get Jimmy.
Thank you, palindere, palindere.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Amor.
Next time we start with the goodbyes. And we continue all the time.
See you soon and have a great day. Namaste.
Thank you. Bye.
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 I always say, you know, till we meet again, you know, it's better than bye. Till we meet again.
Yeah.
Ciao.
Till we meet again. Bye.
We'll meet you again. Bye. Oh, we'll meet you again.